Hey, 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 hey. This is the Inspirational Treasure, aka Apostle Treasure, Coach Treasure, Shalonda Treasure Williams Lord, Prophet Shalonda. Whatever treasure you're looking for. We are all here and we're ready to serve you in whatever way that I am makes it possible. So, this right now is a think on these things moment. So, I need you to do what? Listen and think on these things. Go ahead and share, repost, get other people in on the conversation. All positive energy in this space, all love in this space. So let's act accordingly. Many blessings. Oh, I love you just because I can. Don't ever forget that. Blessings upon blessings to you beautiful souls out there. I am grateful that you are able to listen to this message. If you're listening, there's a reason, there's a purpose, and I hope that you get what you need to get out of this message. I provide a lot of think on these things moments because it's not effective learning if you cannot interpret for yourself what it means and really understand it. So I'll encourage us to think on things, be okay with asking questions so that you can get clarity. But I want to share this with you really from my heart because I see so many things, right? Hate speech, judgmental attitudes, a lot of brokenness speaking, a lot of people who have been broken, a lot of people who have been rejected, abandoned, mistreated. I have seen a lot of the activity, and it grieves me because we really do believe that we are fighting against each other, that we have to combat everything that is said or spoken to prove our point. And I won't lie and tell you that I'm not tempted a lot of times when I hear these things or see these things, because automatically the love in me, the advocate in me, wants to stand up and have something to say back. But what I've come to understand is that some things are not worth saying at the moment because foolish thoughts or ignorant thoughts or people who have these things based on their past or based on how they were brought up, they will not be able to hear you. And I understand it. I mean, I've been foolish a lot of times, not able to hear because I'm determined within myself that this is the right thing. This is the thing to do. And a lot of times we do that impulsively. We don't do that with thought. And so I'm grateful that I now get to see things through a different set of lenses. It doesn't mean that I don't still get frustrated with certain things, but instead of me lashing out at people because they are not considerate and loving and all that, that would then make me just like them to react the same way. But my response to that is different now. My heart will still respond if I need to, if I feel like I'm being an advocate for someone, but I do that from a very gentle place. And first of all, I take the person who has made the comment into my affirmative prayer time to speak only that which is blessings over their life, because in that moment we can become enemies. But Christ Joshua told us to bless our enemies, pray for those who despitefully use us, and all those type of things. So from a love perspective, as you are growing in love, then the first thing that you need to do is to consider that the person that is lashing out, the person that has these feelings or these issues, more than likely have them because they've gone through something, they've been raised to believe something, or they just simply have an opinion of their own based on their own perspective. And because we are all different, who are we to judge their opinion, right? So today, if you are choosing to walk this love walk out, don't judge other people's perspective. Simply have your own, hold them up in the space of love and kindness. Pray, if anything, that their minds would be clear from all clutter, all contamination or toxicity. Pray that they will begin to see life through the lenses of love and not from a negative perspective. But remember, we cannot control anyone else, just like we don't want to be controlled. So instead of us lashing out, trying to make it all about us and what we believe and how we see things, consider the fact that other people who lash out this way, there's something behind it. And so pray for them in the area that they are feeling this thing, because love does not do ill to its neighbor. So if we are combating in the way that it makes them feel bad, or we feel like striking back or whatever, and it's not done from a love perspective, then we have now just become the very person that we are attacking or talking to. So think on these things, consider what I'm saying, and if it be something that you understand, try to apply it to your life from this point forward. Treat people the way you want to be treated, because believe it or not, every opinion that you have is not on the up and up based on your intelligence or your love. Sometimes we all make foolish statements thinking that we have the right perspective. But perspectives are subjective. You know what I mean? Like, there's multiple. There's it's so many things that can be said about one subject alone, and everybody sees it from their perspective. So therefore, it's valid to them. But when we are up against something that could destroy, right? Because we think that the war is about other people and their thoughts and opinions, but we wrestle not against flesh and blood. We don't wrestle against the human, the person. We are wrestling against something that is higher and greater. And in this case, it would be hatred and envy and judgment and jealousy and envy. Those spiritual things, spiritual matters. We live in spirit and in truth. So everything that happens has a spiritual undertone that we may need to consider before we make, again, a judgment call. All right. We are not wrestling against that person. That person has roots. That person has things that have happened in their life. That person has been abused, maybe. Right? There's many different things that could have happened. When we speak, sometimes we speak from our place of a trauma and abuse. We may do it in a softer tone, but it doesn't mean that we too are not doing the same thing. So consider this, think on these things, begin to change your approach when you see something or hear something that you don't like. Again, as an advocate, I may be called or pulled upon to make a statement, but even in me making a statement, there should be love laced, right? It shouldn't be judgment or hatred based. So, all right, I love y'all so much. Just because I can, take this into consideration and leave a comment if you understand and if you're ready to walk this love walk out. Many blessings. Hey. Listen, before you go, make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you have pushed that button and said, I want all the notifications, okay? I want all of them. Make sure you did that, and make sure that you share this particular message with a friend. You know why? Because you never know who needs the encouragement. You never know who needs to hear a message that says, I get it. Yeah, because that's how I've been feeling, but won't nobody say it. You know, you just never know. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you share. And let's just build. Love you so much, just because I can. Talk to you later.